the Arsenal versus Benfica. But before we do that, please don't forget to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Big Gunner TV. So yeah, we're just gonna just jump straight into it. Today, obviously, we play Benfica. We're supposed to be home, but obviously it's not really a home tie because we're playing out in Greece today. Kickoff 5:55. It's a game really that we should be winning. It's a game that we actually need to win because obviously if we don't progress in this, there's not much left for us this season. Um, I do see us winning, but again, it's Arsenal, and we really don't want to go out there and be doing the Spursy and bottling it in the Europa League after we've got to this stage. Um, where we don't know if Partey is going to be playing today, but he looks like he's been training with the squad. He would be a welcome addition, but I don't know personally if I'll be risking him in this game. I think we do have enough in Ceballos and Xhaka to play in midfield, but if he's fit, then he's got to be playing. But personally, I would rather be saving him for the Leicester game on the weekend. Obviously, we've got Holding out as well through concussion. He came off in the Man City game, so that's two players that we potentially may not have this, or we're not going to have Holding, but we may not have Partey. Um, but going across the squad, we should have enough to beat this Benfica team. If we sort of go with Leno in goal. At right back, personally, I'll be going with Cedric at the moment. Um, as much as it pains me to say it, but David Luiz and Gabriel with Tierney playing left back. If Partey isn't fit, then Ceballos and Xhaka in the middle with Emil Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Aubameyang, and Saka. That would be my team that I would be going with. It's just if we've got the ball all the time, then we've got enough players in the squad that can get goals. We've still got Martinelli and Lacazette as well that could come into the fray as well as Pepe. So I would go with that team and just be on the front foot for them start for once because we always seem to, you know, be taking our time to build into games. It's obviously the Man City game. We was 1-0 down after 2 minutes, and that shouldn't be happening. That's just a lack of concentration. I don't know. People are blaming Arteta, but how much can you blame Arteta if he picks the team and then after 2 minutes they sort of give the game away? Like if you go 1-0 down to Man City, the chances of getting back in the game are very slim. I hope we don't do that tonight. Obviously, Benfica are not Man City, so if we did go behind, we could get back into it. But we don't really want to be going into extra time and penalties today, especially as we're playing Leicester on the weekend. Um, I do think we will win. I say it's either going to be a big result or we're going to lose. But when I've been thinking about it overnight, and I just can't see us winning more than 2-1. I mean, it's vital that we don't concede because it cancels out our away goal that we scored last week. So hopefully we don't concede. But I still then think if we do concede, we really should have enough to beat this Benfica team. I didn't see much from that team last week that should be troubling us. And they've got Vertonghen at the back, and he's getting past his best. Got Otamendi that's always got a mistake in him. So you're sort of watching who's going to make the most mistakes in defence, really, and who can capitalize on it. As long as we don't be giving away silly free kicks and penalties in and around the box and penalties inside the box, so then I fully believe that we will beat this Benfica team, and it should be a 4-5-1. But I don't think we'll be scoring 4 or 5 today. I think it will be just a slight 2-1 victory. Um, but we just need to start building momentum to the end of the season. This run of fixtures that we've got coming up, and we've already played Man City. We've got Leicester on the weekend. We've also got Spurs coming up soon. We've got Liverpool coming up soon. So, we need to really be getting that confidence back. And to be fair, this is the best time to start beating some of these teams because they're not in the greatest of form as well. Liverpool could be got at. Spurs, although it's a derby and anything can happen on the day, they're not playing their best football. I know they brushed aside Wolfsberger in the Europa League twice in 2 weeks, but that is a lower level. So you would expect them to do that, but in the Premiership, then they haven't been that convincing. And if Kane and Son aren't firing, then you've always got half a chance. But again, it's just about us and how we defend. You know, if we keep it tight, um, and just get on possession of the ball and just play it about a bit more because we've got the players to do it. We've got the players to do it, you know. And it's the reason why I don't want to see Bellerin playing today, just for the fact that he ignored the pass into Odegaard so many times in the last couple of games, and you're just like, you're right back. Your first thing is to do is to defend. Don't worry about the attacking as much. You know, just keep it tight at the back and give the ball players the chance to do what they do. That's what they're paid to do. You know, they're paid to create chances and score goals. That's not what your job is. Your job is to defend. So if we can get Odegaard and Emil Smith Rowe and Saka, and if we can just get Aubameyang in those positions where he's sort of hanging on the last defender, that's the Aubameyang we love to see. I don't like the Aubameyang coming back to try and get the ball and link up the play because that's not what he does. That's not what he's best at. He's best at hanging off that last defender, whether usually coming in from the left, and if you can get that ball in behind that defense into Aubameyang, then 9 times out of 10 he does slot it home. I know he missed a glaring chance in the last match, and that's on top of the couple that he's missed against Newcastle this season as well. He is missing chances he doesn't usually miss, but I'm more than hopeful that he will get back on the score sheet as that he did against Leeds and get a hat trick. I don't know if he's going to get a hat trick tonight, but I do think he will get a goal. And yeah, as I keep saying, there's no reason why we shouldn't be going out to win this game by 2 or 3 goals because although Benfica are an okay team, but Arsenal Football Club and anything less than brushing these sorts of teams away is just below what we come to expect from Arsenal. And I think the interesting thing is how much we've taken from this. Like I feel like we're just allowing Arsenal Football Club to just fool us into believing this is good enough because we're going through a transition. It's not good enough. There are teams out there, West Ham, Leicester, and they're all lesser teams than us, but they're doing the business. I know they don't have the sort of pressure that comes with being part of Arsenal, but it just shows that if you can get a team together, get them believing, you can cause damage. And you know, I don't think this is what we shouldn't be playing to win this. We should be playing to win the trophy, but I don't think putting all our eggs in one basket is the smartest thing to do. But just because of who's left in there, the sort of AC Milan, Spurs, Leicester, Man United. So just 3 of those teams, in the league, they're higher than us. So theoretically, they will be favourites to do better than us and should be doing better than us. So we shouldn't really be putting all our eggs in one basket and going for this. But at the moment, it seems like the only viable option to get into Europe because obviously we've thrown away the FA Cup and that was our trophy and that's how we usually get into Europe. But yeah, I think I don't know, man. It's not great times to be an Arsenal fan if we're being honest, but just solely based on this game tonight, we should put on a good performance. You know, we usually do well in the Europa League. We at least get to the last 32, or we're on the last 32, but at least get to the quarterfinals and then see what happens from there. But yeah, that was just my quick preview of tonight's match, and just please let me know your predictions for tonight's match. And just yeah, let's just pray that Arsenal get a nice convincing victory before the Leicester game and build some confidence. Thank you for listening. Have a good evening.